Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Friday the 8th. So what we're doing today is something a little special. We're not playing any music. We're not doing anything necessarily just cringy or anything. We're just going to be interviewing a special guest today. His name is Shin. He is a survivor of a North Korean camp, Camp 14. He also has written a book about it, about his experiences. And it's a very intriguing story, to say the least. So, yeah, what don't you tell us more about your little fiasco, Shin? How did they treat you at the camp?
Well, I was terrified for the most part. Getting food was always a struggle, you know?
Yeah.
You kind of just pick up what you could, corn droppings from that weren't digested and manure. And if you were really lucky, you'd get, some grains of rice.
How did the other kids, how the other kids, interact with each other?
Oh, it was the survival of the thing. We always snitched. If somebody did something, we'd all snitch,
Well,
telling each other.
how about your mother? How did she treat it?
Treat what? Exactly.
How did she, live life with you and all that?
She was mean. Just the same as everyone else in the camp. Kind of selfish.
Did you and your mother have any sort of strong connections?
No, not at all.
So, were there any permanent injuries to you or anyone else?
Not me, but I do have some scars. Do you remember one girl, and she got her foot ran over by a minecart, permanently disfiguring.
Did she survive after that?
Yes.
Is she alive? Is she out of the camp, or is she still there?
I have no idea. She could be dead, be alive. Anything could have happened since I left.
Well, I wish the best for her. I hope she is okay. So speaking of that girl, what were her, feelings towards you? Were there any romantic feelings or anything?
Not at all.
Did you kind of feel bad for her with her injury?
While in the camp, we were raised to not feel any.
So
basically,
how did the guards kind of do things?
Punishment was taught to us as we deserved it, so we kind of just always accepted it, if we did something wrong, they'd beat us.
That sounds very unfortunate for those individuals. Were you the type that would cause trouble?
No, trying to stay out of it, but it seems like trouble was inevitable.
Yeah, trouble's everywhere. You gotta be a little careful. So, how did you escape the camp?
I did not read that far, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have kind of gave you that in the transcript when inviting you. So, did you get any injuries while escaping? Did the guards catch you? Anything?
No.
So, what are your feelings towards the outside world?
It's new and strange. Lots of things that seem normal to everyone else. Completely bizarre and otherworldly.
So, by what I hear from your what you're saying, were there any differences or obvious differences between the outside world versus the camp?
Well, first you could really just kind of eat and stuff. No one was there that, beat you to death of smoke.
Yeah, people were a little more kind than you
Kind of.
expected.
You know,
Did you trust them more than the people in the camp?
at first, no. It was a long while before I could trust anybody.
Yeah, must be a very troubling experience for you to hold. So, I remember hearing, in your, or I guess reading, in your book you mentioned that they threw stones at you at one point. Is that true?
This is true. The children of the guard lived nearby, somewhere close. And if we would ask them, they'd point and laugh and call us names while, throwing stones from above.
Damn. Sounds really unfortunate. Did you get any bruises during that instance?
I was knocked out cold at one point.
Ouch, that sounds harsh.
And then I was hurt again for laying on the job.
Yeah, those camps I've heard, or I guess referencing other camps like the concentration camps or where the Jews were held, it was pretty strict as well. Yeah, they have some strict rules, I can tell you that. And you already know that, so I don't have to explain it much. So, any other closing remarks? Got any other experiences you want to tell the listeners at home?
No, I think that
That's it.
that's it.
Well, it was a nice, wonderful time having you on the show. It's been a kind of a rough ride recently. I've kind of lost a wife recently to a divorce. She didn't really like the way I was handling things. She didn't really like me kind of teaching my kid how to defend himself and all that. So I'm still dealing with that drama, but this kind of brightened my mood a little bit about my current situation. So our sponsor today, he's one of my biggest fans, and I'm very supportive of what he does on his free time. His name is Bushzilla Fish MLG. You can see his YouTube channel right here. He does several gameplay videos. He does some talks here and there about paleontology or political discussions. The things of the like. So give him a yonder. Tell him how good he's doing and all that. You might enjoy his stuff. So I hope you enjoyed being here, Shin. I wish you the best for the future, and yeah, thank you for coming on.
Alright, it was a pleasure.
Well, see you guys in the next podcast. Later.